Hi friends, I hope you're having a great day. I got this really cool clicker to start my recordings, but it's not working, so we'll just do it the regular old way. Today we're going to learn another new phonogram. We are on a roll. Today we're going to learn this phonogram. This phonogram has the letter O and U in it, and it says some sounds. I want you to see if you can count how many sounds it says. Ow, O, oo, Good job. Let's count them. Ow, O, oo, 5 sounds. This phonogram makes 5 sounds. That's a lot. So we're going to be practicing this a lot. Now, there's a rule that goes with this phonogram. It cannot be used at the end of an English word. Do you know why it can't be used at the end of an English word? Good. If you said English words cannot end in U, you were right. So English words can never end in I, U, V, or J. So we can't put this phonogram at the end of a word because that would break a rule. So we are going to compare a phonogram we've already learned. We've already learned this phonogram, and this says ow, O. Only 2 sounds. But what do you notice about these 2 phonograms? Good job. If you said that they both start with O, you are right. They both have the letter O at the beginning. Do you know anything else that's similar about these 2 phonograms? That's right. This one says ow, O. This phonogram also says ow, O, but it says oo, also. They both say ow and O. But remember, we can never use this phonogram at the end of an English word, okay? So let's talk about how I know what sound to use. If this says 5 different sounds, how do I know which sound to use? Well, you have to be a detective and you're going to try each sound in the word and see which one makes the most sense. So let's practice with some words today. Okay, I'm going to write a word on my whiteboard and I want us to sound it out together, but we're going to sound it out using each sound of the phonogram to see if we can figure out which phonogram or which sound makes the most sense. So let's write this first word. I'm going to even underline my phonogram so you can see it. Do you see it in the middle of the word? All right, so let's try making the first sound of the phonogram. Remember, the first sound is ow, okay? L, ow, d. L, ow, d. Loud. Does ow make sense? It does. Loud. That makes a real word. So, like when we do our spelling analysis, we can mark it with the sound or the number of the sound that it makes. In this case, it makes the first sound. L, ow, d. Loud. Awesome. Let's try another one. How about we try this one? Okay, we're going to try the first sound. Remember, the first sound is ow. S, ow, S, ower. Sour. Does the first sound make sense? It does. So, many times you don't need to mark the 1 because the first sound you don't have to mark in spelling analysis, but you can if you'd like to. Sour. Okay, let's try another one. How about, I'm going to do a number word. Okay, remember, let's try the first sound first. Ow, hour. Fower. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. Let's try the second sound. The second sound is O. So let's try the second sound. Or. right. The second sound makes sense. So I could even mark it with a 2 to show that it's making the second sound. It doesn't say ow, it says O. Okay, let's try one more. Okay, let's try with the first sound first. K, ul, ow, d. K, ul, ow, d. Cloud. The first sound worked. Whoa, what do you see here? I see ow as the first sound. K, ul, ow, d. Awesome. All right, I want to do one more because I know I said one more, but I do that a lot. I see 2 phonograms in this word. I see sh and this phonogram. Let's figure out what sound this one says. I'm going to start with the first sound, which is ow. So, sh, ow, t, sh, out, shout. The first sound worked, shout. Good job. Awesome. Remember, this phonogram cannot be used at the end of an English word because it has a U. And English words never end in U, V, I, or J. Okay? So you can practice using this phonogram and sounding out words in your spelling analysis, spelling analysis video on the LOE page. And there's also some fun workbook pages if you have extra time that you can work on. Remember, these are not mandatory, but they're extra if you'd like to. So you're gonna look in your LOE Dragon workbook and you'll turn to page 190 where you'll see the 73. You can read these sentences and match them to the picture. When you read these sentences, I want you to see if you can find any phonograms that you know. Any phonogram that you know. And you can underline it or highlight it with your highlighter, okay? I see CK, I see lots of silent E's, I see SH, I see IGH, so be on the lookout for those phonograms, okay? The next page is a bingo game that you can play with your mom and dad or brother and sister, and really you're just looking for the word that you hear, and you can put like a Cheerio on it or a goldfish, whatever you have around the house to play bingo. And on the last page is your handwriting. We're almost in first grade now, so we're not going to be writing just one letter, we're writing a whole sentence. Now, just a couple reminders, when you write a sentence, you always start with a capital letter, you have finger spaces between your words, and you have to have an ending punctuation. A period, a question mark, or exclamation point. This sentence has a question mark, which means it's asking a question. It says, what is your name? So I want you to read the question before you write it, and then use your best handwriting to write the sentence. Remember, the only capital that you use in this sentence is the W. The rest of your letters should be lowercase. Remember to touch the top line, the midline, and the base line when you're using your best handwriting. I like to also say the words while I'm writing them. I hope you had fun learning with me today, and I will see you soon. Please keep up your very, very hard work and stay healthy.